Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. So here in this video, I'm going to continue explaining you about what are the accounts under Impersonal Ledger. Okay, so what are the accounts under Impersonal Ledgers? So there are two types under Impersonal Ledgers. One is real accounts and the other is nominal accounts. What is real accounts? Real accounts is something which has a physical substance. Accounts which has a physical substance. What does that mean? We can see them, we can touch them. For example, cash. You can touch the cash, right? You can see the cash. So the cash are the real type accounts. Land and building, the computers, the machinery, the phones, everything that you can see, everything which has a physical substance falls under real type of accounts. Okay? Then, what is nominal account? Nominal account is the accounts which has no physical substance. So, what is the example of nominal accounts? There are two types of nominal accounts: expense and income. Okay, how many types of nominal accounts are there? There are two types of nominal accounts: expense account and income accounts. I will tell you an example. What is an expense? Why do we say that expense is a nominal nature? Why do we say that expense does not have a physical substance? For example, you are paying a rent. To pay a rent, you are paying a cash. So you can see a cash, right? A cash you are paying, you can see. What are you paying? You are paying a rent expense. What is the rent expense? You can touch. You cannot touch the rent expense, right? You cannot see where is the. It is just a name. It is just a name. We cannot touch them. You cannot touch that rent expense. Okay, for example, you are paying a traveling expense. You go somewhere with a taxi. You go somewhere by plane. Then you are claiming back from your business as a travel expense. You get money back from the business, which is a cash. You can touch that. But what is a travel expense? That travel expense, you can touch that? No, there is no physical substance. It is just a name. Okay? That's what we call a nominal type of accounts. These are a type of expenses, a type of income, which does not have a physical substance. For example, there's another example is interest expense. You are paying an interest to bank. Okay, you are paying cash. Cash you can touch. Cash is a real. So you are paying an interest expense. Does it have a physical substance? That interest expense? No, you cannot touch that. It is just a name. It is just an expense you are paying. Okay, I'm going to tell you more example in next slide so that you will have a better understanding. Okay, so what you have to understand now is nominal type of accounts does not have a physical substance. They are just a name of expense or a name of income. Example are rent expense, interest expense, travel expense, salary expense. Every expenses you are paying are the nominal type of accounts. Okay, so what about the incomes? So you can think about income. You are paying an interest expense, right? You can also earn an expense. You can also earn an interest from the bank, right? So interest income is another example of nominal accounts. Okay, you can also earn some commissions from somewhere, right? These are also some nominal income, right? So what you have to understand is Something which does not have a physical substance falls under nominal type of accounts. Something you pay, for example, you are buying a car. Okay, to buy a car, let's say you are buying a car with a cash. So you are paying cash to buy this car, and you are what do you get? You pay cash and you get a car, right? So there are two things happening. You are paying cash, you are getting a car, right? Both are real account, right? You can touch the cash, you can touch the car. Both have a physical substance. Okay, the other example I will give you. You are paying a rent. Okay, to pay a rent, you are paying a cash. You are paying a cash. What do you get? What do you get? You get an office. You get an office, right? By paying a rent, you get a place to run your business. By paying a rent, by paying this rent expense. So this rent expense, you can touch that. No, you cannot touch that, right? Where is the rent expense? It is just an expense. It is just a name. So cash is real type of accounts. Rent expense is a nominal type of accounts. Okay, it is an expense. I hope you understand. You will have a better understanding in next slide. I will explain you guys with more example in coming slides. Okay, now I'm going to tell what you have to note now is capital is always a credit nature and drawing is always a debit nature. Why is this credit nature? Why is this debit nature? I will explain you in next chapters, next lessons. Okay, for now what you have to know is capital is always a credit nature, drawing is always a debit nature. Not related to owner, there are two types of accounts. One is receivable accounts, the other is payable accounts. Receivable accounts are always a debit nature. Payable accounts are always a credit nature. Okay. Under impersonal types, there are two types of accounts: real accounts and nominal accounts. What are the real accounts? Accounts which has a physical substance are the real accounts, and the accounts which does not have a physical substance are the nominal accounts. Under nominal accounts, there are two. One is expense, the other is income. Expense is always a debit nature and incomes are always a credit nature. Okay? I hope you understand this slide regarding to the two type of ledger accounts. In next slide, I'm going to explain you about how are we going to record under double entry system. Thank you for watching.